What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Jay Mendez. So this will be the first kind of lecture that I do on this channel, as I'm no longer focusing on the JC Desmond channel, which focuses mostly on narcissism, toxic relationships. But to extend on that here, I want to talk about forgiving the people who are not sorry for hurting you. And I posted something on a community board in the other channel. And what I've come to realize is that the people who have hurt you, the people who are not sorry, the people who want to see you down, they get like a cheap thrill out of seeing you in this state. They get like a thrill out of seeing you hurt, knowing that you're still ruminating about them, knowing that you're still thinking about them in a negative way, because that negative thought of them translates to you still being stuck on it, you still maybe being in love with this person, or you still thinking about the friendship that you had, or whatever the case may be. These people are not feeling bad about what they did, and they will continue to move on in life, and they will continue to be not happy, because they're not people like this. And we're not narrowing it down to narcissism. We're holding everybody accountable. Like, people who are like this, people who like to hurt others or to get that reaction, they will sleep just fine knowing that they've hurt you. And so the reason why I talk about forgiveness is because there's real strength behind it. Now, in the post that I put up on the community board on the JC Desmond channel, forgiveness does not equal reconciliation. And I say this because a lot of people think that when I tell you to forgive somebody, that means you absolve them of all their wrongdoings. No, you hold that. You still got to hold people accountable for what they do. You still got to hold people responsible for their actions. The people that I have forgiven, in this case, I'm never going to open that line of communication with them again. So whatever they did, God bless you. You got your W. You know what I mean? I move forward because I realize that when I move forward and I think about myself and I think about all the cool things that I'm doing, like I've been posting salsa videos on this channel specifically. I'm going to post other content, but it seems like the salsa is what I've been really doing lately. And that's something that I love doing. And when I'm dancing, I don't care about anybody and their negative bullshit. I don't care about the people who have hurt me. I don't care about what they've done. I don't care about toxic people. I care about the moment. I'm in the moment, and I'm happy, and I feel blessed, and then I meet beautiful people. Not just physically beautiful. I'm talking about beautiful people beautiful internally, and that's a better experience than staying at home ruminating over somebody who has done you wrong. So ruminating over somebody who took value away from you, who tried to strip you of good things. You spend your time thinking of this person, but you could be going out and doing something that you really love and adding value to your own life. You could be adding an experience to your own life. And that's what this is all about. See, I stayed stuck on one of my exes for a few years. And she was actually part of the local salsa scene. And it was, it affected everything around me. And it was just shitty. It was trashy. And I was, for a while I played the whole anger role, and I played the whole I'm going to expose you kind of thing. But that shit didn't really do anything. It just kept me believing that my anger was my force field, was my power. And it wasn't. My anger was holding me back from enjoying my life. And it wasn't until I started doing stuff, even just recently, I started doing stuff that I really enjoy, that I started letting all that go, and I've come to the point where I have let it go. And that person no longer holds any kind of power in my life. they hold no real estate. They have no real estate. You know what I mean? And I know I'm talking about it now, so it might seem like like a contradiction, but it's an example. I have to give the example in order to let you guys understand what I'm talking about. But when I go out and I'm having a good time, when I'm hanging out with my boy Wilson, shout out to my boy Wilson Murillo, shout out to my homegirl Raina, shout out to Abby, shout out to all my people who there's a fly over here, Brooklyn, New York, baby. Shout out to all these people that when I'm hanging out with them, I'm not worried about all the negative stuff. Shout out to Yadiel. I'm worried about having a good experience. As a matter of fact, last week I went to Industry City and I saw my my boy Yadiel, who was dancing with Abby, and it was a beautiful dance. And I'll go and I'll dance salsa. There's a little brief 1 minute video, YouTube shorts of me dancing salsa with Peggy, who's absolutely beautiful, by the way, and a great dancer. She just had good energy, and it was awesome. But I saw Yadiel and Abby dancing, and it was beautiful. And oftentimes, when I see people dancing and it's beautiful, I get caught up in that, and I end up filming the dances and posting them because it's just so cool. To me, it's cool. It's something that I really genuinely love and enjoy. And oh hey, look, there's a squirrel right there. Hey buddy, what's up? Well, isn't that something? Look at that squirrel just chilling. Well, he's gone now. I'm in the moment. I think the salsa is so cool. I think meeting these people are cool, and I get caught up and I end up filming these things and posting them, and I want you to see them because a lot of people stay stuck on the negative. And they say negativity spreads faster than positivity, which is true, unfortunately. But I'm in this channel, I'm here to spread positivity. And just because I'm spreading positivity, now I don't want you guys to get confused either. Positivity doesn't mean that you're happy all the time. Things aren't, happy-go-lucky. It ain't all like, beautiful roses and fluffy pink things. You know what I mean? It's being positive is staying on course. Knowing that you have something good ahead of you and you're going for that. You always have a good mindset. And even when you're down, and you're allowed to be down, and it's okay to be not okay at times, you still have a positive mindset. You have a positive outlook on life. Not all is going to be bad. And when you have this positive outlook on life, things start changing. Things start changing for you because you see the positive opportunities, and you see opportunity. You see good people. You surround yourself with good things. And the only way to do that is to let go of the negative. And how do you let go of the negative people that hurt you? How do you forgive them? And like I said, forgiveness doesn't make... Listen, one person who's a friend of mine on Facebook, and she was part of the narcissistic abuse awareness community, and we all got out of that community because I realized that there was a lot of toxic people in that community claiming to be empaths and whatever. We're not going to get all into that, but she said, when you forgive, they look at that as an excuse to continue further abuse, to continue the further of, just messing with you. And I told her, they don't have that power. Only you can give them that power. So when you forgive somebody, you don't have to call them and tell them that you forgive them. You know what I mean? I don't want you all to get confused. You don't have to call anybody and be like, listen, I forgive you. All you have to do is shift your mind and be like, you know what? What you did hurt. And at one point I was never going to forgive you for this because what you did was worse than what anybody could have done. You hurt me. You tried to destroy me. But here's the thing. When you forgive, it's your way of saying, I forgive you because you're never going to get out of this mental, spiritual hole that you're in. I forgive you because regardless of whatever you do to me, your life is much worse. You have to deal with this torment of just being who you are, a person who has to hurt other people, manipulate other people, and just, be mean, passive aggressive, all that, just so that you can make it by the day. Make it through the day. And all I have to do is get up and thank God. If you're a believer, I believe in God. And all I got to do is thank God that I'm alive. And all I got to do is get up and do things that make me happy. Make me happy, give me a sense of purpose. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, And that's all I need. I'm not going to rent you space in my head for free. Or I'm not going to give you space in my head because you don't deserve that space. So whenever I go salsa dancing, I went to Central Park. I have the video of me and my friend Angie dancing in Central Park. And it was awesome. Central Park was absolutely beautiful. I had my new, I had my new 360 camera, which was absolutely awesome. Still learning how to mess with that thing. It's a little bit of a learning curve. And then I came to Industry City. I missed on hanging out with Raina because she was there and I kind of lost track of time. So shout out to Raina. I love you. This is my homegirl. But tonight, we're going to see Michael Bublé. Me, my homeboy Wilson, and Raina. We're going to see Michael Bublé. To be honest, I don't really even know who that is, but it's an experience, and I'm just going to do it. And as long as I'm in the presence of good people, and as long as I, by myself, feel happy within my own skin, and I feel like nothing can hurt me unless I give it the permission to do so, I'm straight. I allowed too many things to hurt me last year, and people that were not important, people that were downright not important. I was so angry at these people. Some people I didn't never even met in person. Not important because they tried to. There was a bee that was like right in front of me. These people tried to destroy my reputation and my, and my image and all. And then I realized something. Like, who cares about these people? If people that I don't know are willing to look at me in a certain light because of what somebody said without getting to know me first, that's on them. I was angry at these people. I was angry at people who I thought I loved and who I thought loved me. And when these people are removed from my life, so now I look at them like, well, they're no longer important. You know what I mean? Because they're removed from my life. They're no longer important. I have gone on to do 2 amazing fight shows in New York. These bees and flies just keep flying around me. And I just took a shower, so I'm straight. I did 2 amazing fight shows in New York. I've go to all these salsa events. I've been doing pretty good. I've been like living well, living good, happy, enjoying myself, sleeping a little extra, getting up and doing these videos for the fight community here in New York. And I've been straight. And when I do these things, I'm in the moment and I'm happy. I don't think about the people who tried to hurt me. When people try to hurt you, you got to understand it's more about them than it is about you. It's not so much about you. You're just the person who reminds them of how shitty their existence is just by being the light that you are. And you got to understand that, when people look at you and they try to throw salt in your game, it's such an old school. They trying to throw salt in my GAME. That's from Malibu's Most Wanted. But when they try to throw like mud at you, these are just angry people. Like, happy people don't do shit like this. Happy people don't go around trying to like negatively impact other people's lives who are doing well. You got to forgive these people because their life is shittier than yours. Now, I know what they did to you was bad, and I'm not minimizing that. It's legit. What they did was fucked up. But you have the opportunity to wipe the slate clean and say you no longer have any kind of power over me. And you absolutely have the power, and you absolutely have the ability to move on and live a happy life. And all you got to simply do is forgive. And forgiving is as simple as saying you no longer exist to me. God bless you for whatever you did. You deal with the consequences yourself. I'm going to move on, be happy. Because ultimately, that's the way you should live. And last but not least, it's going to piss them off. So with that being said, it's your boy Jay Mendez. Love you all. Take care.